Welcome to the Live Rewind with your hosts, whoever the hell showed up tonight.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Live Rewind with our new little intro there. Whoever the hell showed up is your fucking OG3. That's who showed up.
That's right. We made it, dude.
Dude, barely. Been a rough week for all of us, man. So it's good to blow off some steam. Hadn't been live in a bit. We promise this is going to start to be more of a regular thing. We're slowly but surely getting our shit together.
Yeah, dude. Work, I think, for all three of us has been just absolute chaos.
Mayhem
Yeah.
in and out constantly.
An agent of chaos.
An agent of chaos. Shadwick, fabulous job on your background. You definitely went for the assignment. What was wrestling? So,
Yeah,
But-
I think isn't she wrestling this? This
she's
weekend?
wrestling. She's your women's world champion. That is Tiffy time, and it is
So for
definitely
the-
Tiffy
so-
time.
So for the uninitiated, who the hell is that ass, or who does that ass belong to exactly? Like
That is
no,
Tiffany Stratton. She's a female wrestler. She's
Google
fucking good,
Tiffany
dude.
Stratton,
Yeah, dude. No,
please,
she's really-
nude.
Yeah, no, she not only is
at
she
triple-
completely smoking, but she is really, really good. Actually, there's not any women in WWE anymore that aren't just like fucking outstanding wrestlers. Long gone are the bra and panty matches of old from the 90s
What
and
do you
early
mean,
2000s.
dude? You
Yeah.
mean
Well,
the
girls-
golden years? Hence my logo, dude.
I'll check in with you guys next week.
bring-
Shadow's like, and I'm out. He's like, this was supposed to help me for my shitty work week.
Dude.
Let's talk about some of the episodes, man, that had just come out. We just got done with the finishing up the week run for our Arnold Pumping Iron episode, which was a fun one. I thought it was Wild Leaf that you'd never seen it, man.
Never seen it, dude. I was
and-
fresh.
Dude, it's a fun watch. Like, it really is. And even all these years later, like, anytime I go back, I know me and Chadwick got our jokes, but we're always like,
Yeah.
dude, this is a fun fucking movie.
Dude,
even to watch it, man.
So when things like this happen, like I hope that you guys feel the same way, like where I see why you guys like it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, we never watched it together, but like instantly I see what's appealing about it to you guys, obviously, because like we're, really good friends. So it's like
Well,
watching
we do a lot of stuff without you, Leaf. In fact, when this is over, we're going to do something.
Yeah.
what?
Hey, it's good to see you, though, buddy. Hey, it's great to see you.
Come on, man. Please.
But man, that one, I was surprised. It did really well. Luckily, we didn't get any ad revenue off of it because the copywriting people, YouTube, didn't clear us till the episode was almost damn near done for the week. But hey, we won the battle again, so it's
Is
just
that
a
not-
battle.
Is
We're
that
gonna win
not
the war.
retroactive? Like we don't get paid after the fact?
For most of the time we do. This one we didn't because it was some weird YouTube copyright that anyway, it's a bunch of stuff that we can talk about off air.
Yeah,
But
shout out to the YouTubers out there who know the struggle.
Well, I think-
that we're
Yeah.
going through.
I think Artie should be fighting for us.
Well, Artie is, but Artie's been busy. This damn vacuum cleaner has been just driving our manager crazy lately. So you gotta listen to it.
Yeah, Chris.
So the one that comes out tomorrow is our Bull Durham episode, which if you are a YouTuber, it actually is releasing right now as we speak, 8:00. If you're an audio listener, say Chris was maybe fatigued from work and a little sick with whatever stomach bug was going around. Well, that episode dropped last night at 3 a.m. and not so whoops. Got the dates
let's-
backwards.
Let's say you owe a bookie a lot of money.
Yeah, and just doesn't
They
seem
look-
fair, does it?
So
It
at
doesn't
work,
seem fair.
we have like 3 like giant warehouses, and we sold one of them. So we've been moving all the equipment and all the employees from one into the one where I work.
Yeah.
So like the warehouse is just, shit is everywhere, right? And so every time I go to the bathroom, it looks like Mexican Ninja Warrior out there. Like you gotta like climb over all these cages and
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
all this equipment. It's yeah.
Yeah, but back to the
Oh, my bad. I'm
Shadwick
sorry.
struggle.
I
Back to the
thought-
Bull Durham.
I thought this was a safe place.
Yeah, like
Um,
I think here's what I want to know. Like our last episode, I honestly feel like the general public probably like hasn't seen
Which one?
Pumping Iron.
Pumping Iron.
Yeah, like I would. Is that safe to assume, or is this like more of an underground
Actually,
hit than
no.
Am I wrong?
It's just the name Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to draw people to that, and it did
Yeah.
really well.
So a lot of
with
people
views
have
and
like.
retention time. Yeah, it's just
I
even
just
at work.
wonder how.
One of the guys I work with, he was talking about it, and he's like, what did y'all do this last week? Like he was just behind on episodes, and I was like, he's like, oh shit, y'all did Pumping Iron, like so it's like a cult thing, but a lot of people.
But a lot of people have noticed it. So Bull Durham, whether I'm wrong or right, Bull Durham is actually like something that everyone should have seen. This is something that ran.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see this one uncensored until we did it, but I did watch. I've seen it multiple times, like on television, like which it's
man,
way worse censored, like 1,000 times worse. So it's like unbelievably terrible without the uncensored scenes. Not this one. Some of the 80s movies like maintain their integrity for whatever reason. Like I feel like you don't really miss much with most of the Indiana Jones films and things of that nature. Like you're fine watching them
anything with Indiana Jones films.
Yeah, right. But with something like this, you gotta see the Bull Durham uncensored if you've never watched. If you're a baseball fan, if you just like movies in general, this is something that I was shocked. Hits on multiple levels.
It gives you like a clear-cut path on how you should talk to umpires.
It does. Pretty please.
Yes.
At your kids' games.
Yeah.
Shout out my dad. An umpire for
pretty please beg.
Pretty please beg, man. So that one was really fun, and that one actually came out really well. I was pretty proud of that one. There was editing that was done, but it wasn't on a whole lot. And Gibbs Gibbs hit a home run on that one. All his behind the scenes stuff with the director.
No pun intended.
Yeah, exactly. All the puns intended. But yeah, we kind of we did that and talked about Annie's character and
She don't know.
I wasn't a fan of Annie. Listen,
she was a hoe.
I actually show. Dude, all I'm saying is I wasn't a fan of Annie's character in a lot of respects, and I feel like she's not an endearing person. I feel like you're not supposed to like her. I honestly think that. I don't think you're really supposed to be like. You can see why he's attracted to her. Like Crash, obviously, she's the easy side piece, but he ends up, catching feelings. We've all had one of our boys do that, and so it's us two specific viewers who know us intimately. And it's like, so the point being is like, I feel like she's not a character that is necessarily supposed to be enduring. I didn't like her, but hey, it is what it is. I felt more nuanced about the character after I watched it though. Like again,
it's if you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. I think. What did we say? It was on Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, I think it's on.
Yeah, I think it's on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Like I don't remember anything that happened 2 weeks ago.
Well, I feel like I've had to make purchases for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, but for
we just went in deep though, right? Is that why they're more obscure? Well, not Bull Durham. I don't know why you would have to.
Oh no!
Did you have to purchase? Yeah, Demolition Man. You did that.
Demolition.
Spoiler
alert! Demolition Man's coming.
Yeah, it's coming in 2 weeks or next week.
I'll be goddamn.
6 weeks. Yeah, I don't even know, man. I don't even know what day it is. Let's get into Shadwick's wheelhouse here, man. You said you wanted to talk a little bit about Superman. Is tomorrow Superman Day or something like that?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know what the anniversary actually is.
How do they come up with that? Like,
I don't know, man. But hopefully Hopefully get a new trailer for the new James Gunn Superman movie tomorrow.
Dude, man, and the dude playing Superman.
A beautiful body, man.
He's got a beautiful body. He does.
Well done. Yeah. If anybody watching has not seen it, there was a sneak peek that came out I think last week of Superman. It was like a little clip. It was really good.
Going forward on this, like I'll start to try to play these. We've been having some audio issues on our end on that stuff, but I also don't want to fight anymore on copyrights for the rest of the damn week. So we're just gonna go raw with our clips and have some fun today. And Chris is not gonna have to deal with this on the back end.
We'll just accept
We're just
it.
going to raw dog.
Accept it.
We're gonna raw dog. It's gonna be Tiffy
I'm
time
fine
for
with
Shadow.
that, man.
But yeah, hopefully we do get a new trailer for Superman tomorrow, because today we got a trailer for Fantastic Four, which
We did.
I'm gonna say I've been a little. I think there's been a little too much saturation in the Marvel universe. I'm just not excited about those movies anymore.
Well,
This one,
you remember when it first came out, right? When we first got a Fantastic Four movie, wasn't that what's her name? Was Invisible Girl?
Jessica Alba. Yeah,
Jesus God. But that one was like you hadn't had a movie yet, right? So
Right,
there was
that-
this massive buildup. I remember being so
People
fucking
were
excited
so
for this.
excited.
and that
Yeah,
was
man.
and that was with Fox Studios. That was before. That was before the official Marvel universe.
The MCU,
Right, right.
even
Yeah.
really existed. There was a lot of, for those that don't remember, there was like a slew of movies that like
But
there's
it
an
was
Incredible
like-
Hulk movie. Like
It was
Yeah.
early
'cause
2000s. I mean, what was it, like 20 years ago? And how many we've had? Is this the third rendition of the Fantastic Four in 20 years?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like the 8th Spider-Man rendition. Like I'm so sick of that. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna go on the rant.
Yeah, but Spider-Man can do whatever a spider can. These people just like stretch and.
Yeah, but what about the Thing, man? It was dork. Is it made out of
Is there-
we never tackled things like that back in the day.
R.I.P. Stan Lee. Shout out Kevin
Oh.
Smith. Will you come on our show for Christ's sake?
Please,
But
dude.
I do,
10 minutes.
I am a little interested in this one though, because it looks like they're basing it like maybe back in the 60s,
Yeah.
50s or 60s. So
They got the fishtail like cars, like the
Yeah.
old school. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, so that could be interesting. I'm not sure. I saw that they did a gender swap on the Silver Surfer. I'm not sure if there's a point in that, or if it's just Disney being Disney.
Regardless of their decision making, that is going to be massive. So maybe you're just hearing it here first. Go check out the trailer. Silver Surfer's
What
it's
was it
sexy
about
shit.
Silver Surfer that I loved Silver Surfer as a kid? And I wasn't a big comic book guy, but just you tried to teach me how to handle my comic books, but I wanted to play sports instead, Shadwick. But like seriously, I had the Marvel cards, that came out in like probably 90, 91, whatever. But those, I was immediately drawn to what Silver Surfer was. I don't know if it was the surfing aspect of it, how fucking sleek and cool the dude looked. Like, I loved that character. And even reading the comics as a kid, I don't know what it was. Something about that character popped off the screen, but they've really never done a successful Silver Surfer-ish movie, right? Where it pops off like that?
No, I mean, I think Silver Surfer was in the second Fantastic Four movie with the cast we talked about a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was like a massive movie or anything. And he wasn't like a standout character.
Am I alone on that? Were you guys into Silver Surfer too, or am I alone?
I was never really into Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, any of that. I don't know. That's the reason I was saying I don't know if there was like an actual purpose for them doing the gender swap.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I think we run into so for those who aren't comic book aficionados, we have to remember that in the comic book pantheon, like Silver Surfer was sort of like the herald that comes before Galactus. He sort of shows up, right, and like basically dooms a planet to be consumed by this world-eating entity. And so I believe anytime you introduce
this ass-eating entity.
yeah, like look at that entity, right? So pretend that ass is Galactus. He's coming. he's
That's
coming.
what it was, right?
And so anytime you introduce Galactus, you have to bring in the Silver Surfer because that's his herald. Like that's the guy that goes and selects the planets to be consumed by Galactus. So it's almost like anytime and he is obviously in the Fantastic Four. Like that is one of the main, I guess, main villains. So I think that you're kind of pigeonholed into doing it. And let me just play devil's advocate for a minute, because I know a lot of people are going to be super mad about Silver Surfer being a sexy chick. But here's the
Made a
thing.
sexy chick.
Here's the thing.
Is that 3 Mallrats
Yeah,
switch
we're
already.
also shout
You're
out
on
Brandon who's on here. He said that he said his half-ass internet researchers put it up there. First Superman comic,
Oh.
1938.
I only did a quarter-ass research.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
Thanks, Brandon.
awesome.
yeah, Brandon said April
Brandon.
18th, cover dated in June, 1938. First Superman comic. That is wild.
Dude.
Yep.
Like we are going
The
to well.
originator.
You guys may be. I'm probably not going to make it, but you guys may be alive for the 100-year anniversary of this.
Oh no! Oh no! They're gonna bury us together. That's for damn sure. Dude. I'm going with you. I'm going with you. But
Which one's gonna be nut to butt?
that's to be determined later, depending on how our lives all like pan out. My point is,
Depending on the cause of death.
my point is like if you're gonna do the Silver Surfer, like it's been done already before. Like I could see them trying to put a spin on it and do something different. We've already opened the door for alternate dimensions, right? Like I mean, like let's not pretend we haven't done this before. Like what's his name? The Spider-Verse. Samuel L. Jackson plays Nick Fury, who is traditionally a white character, you know. And nobody had any problem with it, so we're doing another like switcheroo. I don't know.
Yeah, but
if
you don't.
any...
I mean, we don't know the backstory. We don't know if this is
Exactly.
Silver Surfer's kid. Is this like there's some
Yeah,
shit.
is there a planet of Silver Surfers?
We're just gonna have to see it and watch. I mean, you're absolutely right. Maybe they're doing something different here. We haven't seen yet.
Maybe she's Dad's favorite, and
Yeah.
Dad's trying to teach the son a lesson.
God, with Chadwick's background, all I can think about is being the eater of worlds.
It reminds me of the name I came up. My wrestling name, if I ever did wrestle, would have been VJ Wrecker.
It's Tiffy time, says Galactus.
Yeah.
All right. One more thing that I actually really did like was the Daredevil Born Again, I think was the name of it. It's on Disney Plus.
All right.
Look,
I waited, Chadwick. All right, we got how many episodes are left, and is it worth it?
It's the season finale was on Tuesday, so
Okay.
you can play straight through it. I really enjoyed it.
Nice.
So from what I understand, like the first half of the season was written by the original writers from the Netflix series, and
Netflix candom.
And there's a little bit of difference, but then when the Disney writers took over, it kind of went the opposite direction I thought, because it went more violent, and they dropped a lot of F-bombs.
Really?
Nice.
Which I don't think they did that at all on Netflix.
So I'm a big fan of and I think a lot of people are a big fan of the Daredevil Netflix series. I think that's some of the best superhero television that's ever existed. So how would you compare both sides of the season? Like in
Brandon Boyd Wrecker, I barely knew her.
Yeah, it's a slow burn. I'll say that, but just like the Netflix series, the dialogue really carries it. Like that guy Charlie Cox that plays Matt.
Good.
He's great.
We saw him at Dragon.
Oh, by the way, homegirl that's in there is going to be at Chattanooga Comic-Con, so we got to score an interview with her.
The redhead chick, Deborah
or Vanessa.
No, the redhead chick.
Oh,
okay, all right. Yep. Sit on
is
my
it Tiffy time?
Yeah, it is Tiffy time. Wallace comes on here immediately to roast me. Damn, Lauer, you produced the show and you chose two dudes scissoring behind your head.
Oh, thither.
Dude, just ignore mine and just look at Shadwick's apple bottom shot back there. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, why are you looking at the guys, Wallace? Jeez.
Yeah, Wallace, jeez.
Where's that Family Guy scene? Hey Wallace, why are you looking at me? The chicks are over there.
The chicks are over there. What are you doing? Also, shout out Peyton. Peyton's in here too, man. 9 weeks since his kidney transplant. He's doing good, and he keeps wanting me to do a drunken robot. I'll have to talk to you in person about that because I'm not really sure what that is. I'll just get drunk and act like I'm a robot. Nick Swartzen can do a gay robot. I don't know if that'll help you, but
it does help me.
Sit on my face.
Sit on my face. Dude. So let's move over into some Wrestlemania talk because we can swing back to Superman if we want to in a little bit. WWE just released their top 50 greatest WrestleMania matches. Those that don't know or don't keep up with the current shit, WrestleMania is this weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
What's a 2-day event now?
Yeah, it had to be. Lord help them. The last time they had just a 1 day is when the women headlined. I think it was like Ronda Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky, and the show was like 8 hours. And so the crowd, by the time the main event happened,
was that a first time slam?
it was the first time. Slam what? Yeah, slam what?
First time slammer.
Artelu Ferrigno. I doubt it. So
Put him in a body bag.
Yeah. So they released this. They bled it out over a few weeks. But I wanted to go through here on a couple of these and just know my bias out of the fucking gate. I'm a Shawn Michaels mark through and through. So, in my opinion, the greatest to have ever done this. Flair can kick fucking rocks. Couldn't hold Shawn's jock strap at his prime. Just
you heard it.
Spitting facts. Just telling y'all, man. So
come at us, dude.
Before we go into this, I know you guys you guys were big wrestling fans. Do you have when you say like WrestleMania, like what sticks out in your head, Leaf? Is there like one wrestler? Is there maybe a match? Is there what
man,
when someone says WrestleMania, what do you think?
I hate to do it, man. I mean, Andre the Giant, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I am one of the old school lovers. Okay, I may be in the minority. Like, I know a lot. Like wrestling sort of came into its own, and I think most wrestling fans would agree with this during like sort of the Attitude Era. But like, I really, really, really miss like the golden age of like my childhood. I really like sort of like the mysticism and the strangeness and slightly back to, to the Marvel universe. I miss when we could just have something known as it's just explainable.
He really likes the dragons and the magic.
Dude, man.
I mean, you can tell. You watch the stream, Doc Demand Show. You'll see all the dragons and magic you want.
All right, listen. I like when Papa Shango could pull out like a freaking voodoo doll and make people sick, man. That shit was so cool to me, man. Some of that still persists in a sort of a goofy kind of way, right? Like you have what's his name with the snake, right? That he could do like the what was it?
He's
like
gone now. Yeah, that Santino. Yeah,
Santino. People like they kind of still sort of bring it back every now and again.
I still get freaking, occasionally I'll have a couple of beers, and if the mood strikes me, I'll 40-year-old virgin. Yeah, if the mood strikes, I'll watch Hogan and Andre. I'll watch Hogan and Andre in WrestleMania 3, and that match is so fucking good when you actually understand. If I could just get WWE to give me the damn rights to some film so I could do like a watch along and show you guys what I'm talking about.
Is there any way you can give us the cliff notes as to why that match is separated from the others?
The deal.
Because I feel that, because this is why I chose it as like my match of matches, because I'm just like the hype, the people in the audience, the wrestlers were larger than life. It was just more than you could handle to me.
One, it was WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 1 did very well. WrestleMania 2 did not. So when WrestleMania 3, they kind of had it all on the line here, right? Like, and Andre was hurt, and he's hurt pretty bad. And so he was undefeated in WWE, and Hogan was the champion. And then so Andre, the lovable giant, turns heel with Bobby Heenan and sets up this match, right? Not to mention this WrestleMania 2 also featured Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat, which many consider to be like the greatest match of all time. Chadwick.
What? He's fine, dude.
Yeah, anyway. But so Andre back was wrecked. So if you watch this match and you see how they got 12 minutes out of this with Andre being in such bad shape, and you really don't know unless you look for it, how good it is, and how like the crowd loses their fucking mind when Hogan beats him, the unbeatable giant or whatever, body slams him, tears his shoulder out of fucking socket.
Who Hogan had beaten several times outside of WWF, right?
Yeah. They had beaten each other and shit, double countouts and stuff. He had slammed Andre before, but we didn't know that. The internet didn't exist, so everything wasn't ruined for us.
Well, I think we all like kind of go back to that match because that was when, I mean, we were kids, so it was real. Like
dude.
Everything. It might as well have been, Russia versus United States back then. Like that shit was real. So
Dude.
I mean, so was Rocky IV, but
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, that's what the thing is. Like, my uncle got me into it. Captain, he's the one that got me into it. And I remember my mom talking to me, and she was just, well, that stuff's not real. I was ready to fight my mom. I was like 6. Like,
And he did.
I was like,
I watched it, dude.
Did you smack her and be like, "Does that feel real to you?"
Dude put his mom like in the corner, and he was just like,
I chopped her, and then I body slammed her and dropped the leg, and all my stuffed animals went wild, brother.
The cops were
man.
Dude, your Care Bears.
I was so mad when my mom told me it was fake. I remember being fucking irate. I was like 6 years old. I remember talking to people at school being like, she just doesn't know. Like my mom, like she doesn't know what she's talking about.
She don't know.
She don't know, dude.
She destroyed your religion as a child, like at that moment, dude. That's what it was.
So if I can pivot away from that match, the last one that really stuck out to me was Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
Oh, and Roman Reigns when they beat the absolute fucking shit out of each other.
That was the fucking stiffest match I've ever seen.
Did they shoot each other? Why?
That was I'll find it. It's on the list, but it's on their top 50. It was just, I think it's sometimes wrestlers just be like, dude, just fucking lay it in. Yeah, they're like, lay it in. Like, I'll see you on the other side of the curtain.
I thought Reigns caught Lesnar like with a good shot and pissed Lesnar off.
He may have, and I'm sure he did. And that's not one dude you want to piss off, man. Let me get caught up on some comments real quick. Tyler here. Tyler saying that Stone Cold versus HBK, where this one was a great one too because it was a double heel. It was a double turn. So Brett was a babyface going into this match. Stone Cold was a heel. At the end of this match, Stone Cold's now your babyface. Brett's now the heel. Because Stone Cold wouldn't give up. It was a submission match, and he's got blood streaming down his face.
I think I remember that.
Fun fact on this one. This one comes in at their number 2 match. They rank this one number 2 of all time in WrestleMania matches. But
before or after Triple H tore his quad?
This would be before. This is before the Stone Cold Revolution happened. But they told him not to bleed, and Brett got him in the back and was like, we're gonna gig. We got to get they call it color. We got to get color. They're like,
makes me bleed my own blood.
But so Stone Cold was like, I'm kind of newish in the company, but Bret Hart's telling you this. So Bret was like, I'll get color for you, which I think Peyton's dad got color for me one time. That means the other guy cut your forehead for you.
Hey, guys, I've got to get a drink. I'm sorry, just don't pay any attention to my background.
Don't pay any attention to his background.
Pay no.
What are you like weird?
Chadwick's like the Wizard of Oz. He's like, pay no attention to the ass in the background.
Yeah, dude, Kiwi's in here. Sup, Kiwi? Rewinder of the month, fucking representing. Hope you enjoyed the shirt.
Kiwi.
She does Dragons and Magic.
Shout out Kiwi and Captain Dirty Dan, like her husband, dude.
Just like Andy Dick in Old School.
That's wacky.
The magic and the flying.
Yeah, dude. Peyton also said this one was a classic one too. The WrestleMania in 2000 when they had a McMahon in every corner, which was Linda McMahon and
Shane O'Mac go from one corner to the other in the air,
dude,
and then break his ass.
Yeah, he did. He broke. Did you see that one? Like I think it was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Shane O'Mac was gonna do a spot or a match. He did a fucking leapfrog and tore his quad, like just landed and pop. And that was it.
Oh.
That man has a death wish, man. As far as I know,
man. And shout out Ronnie in here. Of course, he says, if you want to be like me, you drop out of school like Razor Ramon, chico.
He was my toothpick.
I'm like, Razor and Sean have to be on this at some point because I'm pretty sure they had a ladder match at WrestleMania.
Hey yo.
Yeah, dude.
I want to know
for those all that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
For those of y'all in here, do y'all want us to do like more biopics of like specific wrestlers? Because like I'm 100% down to do the research. Like if y'all are into that, something like that.
Like I'm 100% down to do the research. Chris, you got it. And I'm like, yeah, let's just record.
Chris, can you handle all of the research, please? But that's offline, dude. Don't reveal the secrets, dude. Like,
I mean, it's just we all have our fucking expertise. This just happens to be super in my wheelhouse.
I'll find mine one day.
You already have. It's all film.
You already have. It's literally behind you.
And that's yours.
Behind glory. It's true, dude.
But yeah, just also, yeah, like Leaf said in the comics, be sure to like us, hit the like button on here. Thank you for all the comments. Like
It really helps
get
us
us in the
algorithm.
algorithm.
Pushes us to
House-
more strangers.
This beer smells like stripper ass.
That's weird. Why is that?
Weird. Why does that keep happening?
That is definitely going to get us.
Tastes like it too.
So just to finish catching up on the comments, Brandon HBK versus Razor Ramon ladder match, which was what I was talking about. It's on here somewhere. I'll start digging through this kind of as we go along.
That list you're looking at is just a list of matches, right?
No, it's ranked. It's the top 50 greatest per WWE. Their greatest WrestleMania matches.
Okay.
Oh, so they ranked it. So not
Yes.
like the fans. Oh, I gotcha.
And that shout out also to Peyton, his little his cartoon Imaginary Ivan got a premiere at the Circus Tent Arena May 4th. I think that's a Sunday at 3 p.m. Gonna try to get there. I'm scheduled to work, but we'll see what happens. Peyton, trying to get off so I can go support you out there. You can buy his cartoon. He's got the kid's done a damn cartoon, guys. That's pretty amazing. So shout out to him. But let's start picking through this list, and I'll just start at number 1 because it's my background. So the number 1 match per them, which was not a surprise to anybody, was the first Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I watched this match, and it's fucking insane how good this match is. Like, especially when you know that these two don't really talk much. Like, they're friends now, but at the time they really, they'd hook up, they'd wrestle or whatever, but every time they got in there, dude, they just had something. And this match, it's like 25 minutes long, and it's considered by many like one of the greatest matches of all time. Like, which is crazy for you to do, you got a size disparity, right? With the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels.
Even with Shawn Michaels being in it?
Yeah, I'll punch you in the mouth. Sorry, he has something other than a spear and a jackhammer, you jackass.
As an outsider,
who's next?
I just want to say that, like, I find that fascinating that when people hold your life in their hands with some of these maneuvers that they're pulling off, you don't really discuss or talk to them much. Like, and I think that that's even more wild that this is an amazing match because it just goes to show you that there's almost something supernatural with a synergy between two people when they just link up together. It's just there.
Which is crazy though, right? So Undertaker, one of the greatest of all time. There's no argument there. Shawn, in my opinion, the greatest of all time. Stone Cold, also one of the greatest of all time. People like shy away from this, and they may think this is a hot take. Stone Cold and Undertaker did not have very good matches. They just didn't have good chemistry. And I think it started with a hiccup. I think Stone Cold accidentally got knocked out in one of their first matches or something. And then, but any match they had after that, there's just something missing.
Was Stone Cold a good technical wrestler?
Yes. Especially before he got hurt. When he got hurt, he kind of had to start doing the brawling a little more. But there's some submission matches when he was in WCW, man. He was a machine. He was very, very good. He's very technically sound. That's why him and Bret Hart worked so well.
Stunning Steve Austin.
And then he brought that stunner to be his finisher. So he started stunning people as Steve Austin. Giggity. Number 3 on this one was one. We already said number 2 was the Bret Hart versus Stone Cold submission match. Number 3, one that we've watched before, guys, the Hulk Hogan versus The Rock at WrestleMania in Toronto when the fucking crowd.
Is that Hollywood Hogan?
Yeah, that was Hollywood Hogan, and the crowd was supposed to boo Hollywood Hogan and cheer The Rock, and those fucking crazy Canadians just went AWOL and went the other way around, and they actually They had to call an audible.
They went, hey, well.
And that just goes to show you that just
womp womp.
I'm not your buddy, guy. And so but I think that honestly shows like a lot of the versatility so Chris, can you explain what they mean by what you mean by audible? But like I think that like changing things up like mid-match and understanding what the audience demands is why wrestling is so popular, man.
Wrestling now is way different than wrestling was when we were watching it, right? When we were watching it, we are still in the very much in the era of call it in the ring. So these guys, they would have a loose idea. You'd have a finish. You'd have a couple spots planned, but you're going to feel the crowd out. You're going to build this match to a crescendo to your finish, and it's kind of an art form, right? Nowadays, it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and that's your move set. This is how everything's going to go. Now, you still got to pause, and you still got to react to the crowd, and there's still like little audibles in there. But with Hogan and Rock, the match mainly stayed the same a lot. It's the mannerisms that changed. When Hogan figured the crowd was cheering him, then he changed his mannerisms from a heel to like a baby face, enjoying the cheers. And The Rock kind of went from enjoying the cheers to like being disgusted by the boos. And they did it on the fly, which is so fucking impressive, especially in a high profile match like that. The Rock so growing up idolizing Hogan, and now he's in the fucking ring with him. Like, he was a kid. There's all these pictures of The Rock with Hogan as a kid because his dad wrestled with Hogan. Like, it's
God,
it's
dude, that's so
wild.
cool, man. That's so cool. Can you imagine being in the ring with your idol, like doing
whatever happened to The Rock? He really didn't ever do anything.
No, after this,
he must have just went off to a retirement home and not made billions of dollars. Go get me some Terramana whiskey right now, or tequila. Tequila's O'Neill's. Do you got some?
There it is.
Oh, you got some? Oh, shit. Hey, Dwayne Johnson, sponsor our podcast.
Sponsor the podcast. Please.
It's when you pop the cork, it goes, if you smell.
Don't do this, Shadwick. Shadwick, don't do this. You have a family, Shadwick. Don't do this.
Fuck them kids.
So I know Brandon and his brother will enjoy this one. Number 7, we have the TLC match from WrestleMania 17.
Oh, Left Eye?
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa Left Eye Lopez was in this match.
Yes. But yeah, man, this match was just a car crash from the beginning. I don't know.
This is the waterfall match?
This was. Ain't
Are
too
you
proud
just
to
saying
beg.
TLC references?
Sometimes you just got to creep. But this one was crazy, man. This one was.
Hey guys, don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, this one we kind of talked about when we were talking about the Attitude Era a while back. For those that joined us for that one, but yeah, dude, Leaf, I think we watched this one together, and it was just it's insane, dude. Like, I can't even imagine how do you like walk the day after you fall off a fucking 20-foot ladder through a table on concrete?
It was just so, like, I remember watching this and thinking there's nowhere else to go. We're watching the pinnacle of what it is to push the human body to its limit.
Who was it? Who was it again?
The Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Dudleys.
Okay.
And it was pushed to the limit, and then Shane McMahon said, "Hold my beer."
He did. He did.
Like,
and he was like,
"Jump off the Empire fucking State Building.
I'm gonna go die on camera." That's what he tried to do.
Oh yeah, you know what that is? That's just trying to earn your dad's love.
It is.
Every time I saw him do something crazy like that, I'm like, man, his dad did not show him any affection.
Vince, you can end this,
and you're like, hey, he's never gonna love you.
Yeah,
like there's nothing you can do.
Like in fact, I bet he gives it all to your sister.
Yeah, he's like, you're a mistake.
I should have wore a condom.
I thought I shot you down the shower drain.
Yeah. I underestimated my genetic jackhammer.
I know there's like so much controversy with Vince McMahon, but like when he finally passes away, I'm gonna be so upset, dude. Like, he was so funny. He has some of the funniest.
Shane O'Mac, he inherited that bad quad from his dad.
He did, man. Vince famously tore 2 quads at the same time, walking to the ring one time after a Royal Rumble.
Dude, one of my favorite things in all of wrestling is when Vince McMahon walks down to the ring and he's just like, walking like all crazy, dude.
Like,
it's so funny, man.
What about when he was like 70 and he was jacked? I mean,
dude, he was on Muscle and Fitness when he's like in his 60s. Like, it's crazy. And Mark Henry, powerlifting Mark Henry, said, I was listening to him on a podcast, and like, Vince McMahon like basically outworked him in a gym. Like, they both like could barely walk the next day after doing like legs or shoulder, whatever the fuck they were doing. But he was like, I couldn't let him beat me. I had to keep going. Like, but he just wouldn't stop. And it's kudos to him, I guess, outside of the other stuff. I mean, allegedly.
The work ethic is insane, though.
That's ignorant.
Yeah, cut that. But here's number 12 to I think it was Brandon or Tyler that mentioned the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon. A lot of Shawn Michaels on this list. You know why? 'Cause he's the fucking best.
Man,
Let's
he's
see.
in a lot of.
He played the hell of that saxophone in Lost Boys. I can tell you that.
He sure the hell
did.
did, dude. He was blasting it, dude. That's
Dude,
my
that
favorite
was goddamn
part.
Tatanka. Dude.
Tatanka.
Oh, here's another
probably-
Shawn Michaels one.
Hey, Chris. I still
Yeah.
believe.
I still believe. Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, the retirement match that wasn't a retirement match because fuck him. But
You can't.
Was that when his body looked like a beanbag?
Yeah.
It
It
yeah,
was.
them
And
sagging
fucking
titties. I'm telling you,
like
you
a-
should have seen them, Chadwick. Them titties were sagging down to his obliques.
why was it cool when Dusty Rhodes did it, but it's so lame when Ric Flair did it? Like, in my opinion, like, it's not
Dusty
even the
Rhodes is
same.
awesome.
Dusty
Yeah.
Rhodes still made it look so cool, man. It was charisma. Like, that's what it was. You can
Heck-
only push the jet flying,
Well,
suit
Dusty
wearing.
Rhodes was always like a big guy. Like he was always kind of.
He always was terrible.
Yeah, he was always kind of fat, but yeah, Ric
can go,
Ric
man.
Flair looked like a fucking
His
sharp.
body-
Ric Flair looked like a fucking Sharpay out there, like
He did.
just wrinkles.
Dude,
His jowls and
and he
wrinkles.
looked like, and when he was like 40, he looked like he was 70.
Yeah,
Like he was like too much fun. He's like working at a tanning bed. He's like, kids, it'll be 50 cents for 30 minutes
Yeah.
in bed.
Dusty Rhodes was always bad, but he didn't care. That's what made him cool, dude. He was like, I don't care, man. Like there was one there, I saw a clip recently because I follow like a multiple old school like groups and stuff that cover old school wrestling, and he's like making fun of Ric Flair's like suit and or like his furs. He was just like break out that old Dusty suit, and like Dusty Rhodes starts actually laughing, and the whole moment is like so funny, man. And
Dude,
like
they used to, they had a competition, man. So it would be like Dusty would go buy one of those fur coats, and then Flair would go buy one of the fur coats, and then it would be like Dusty would, Flair would buy a Cadillac, then Dusty's gonna buy a better Cadillac, and they both ended up not having any money in the end. That's how that ends up, ladies and
Dusty-
gentlemen.
but it was
Dusty-
worth it for the memes.
Dusty
For
Rhodes
sure.
always reminded me of like Foghorn Leghorn.
What I say, he did, man.
I say,
Dude,
say,
he had,
I'll
dude,
kick you in your fat ass titties, boy.
Dude, I'll tell you, man. Having like Dusty Rhodes, like watching some of his old matches, dude. As much as we joke around, because we got him way later, his younger stuff, dude. For a big dude, he's like flying off the top rope and shit. Like
Dude,
he
he's
can fucking
so
go.
agile.
I saw
he's like what
there's a clip of him playing celebrity basketball, and dude is just hooping. Like they're at like the Hawk Stadium, it's like a charity game. He like strokes a three, fucking behind the back passes the dude. Like I was like, dude, Dusty out here hooping.
See, this is what people are so shocked about because, like, if you're not an older person and you haven't seen a lot of stuff, like, you're gonna be shocked by these large guys that are super quick or they're super athletic, and it's because, like, you don't understand, like, there's a lot of genetic ability in what you can do, and it's just there or it's not there a lot of times, and it doesn't matter how big you get, you can still,
We talked about it with Chris Farley. Like,
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
dude, perfect example.
Was he bigger than me? Speaking of the actual,
maybe push back at the gunk.
this WrestleMania had I'm sure you guys read about it, even though you don't keep up with it. John Cena turning heel. The Peyton had a question if we had an opinion on whether, because he's fighting actually Dusty's son, Cody Rhodes, for the they're wrestling for the world title or whatever, and it's John Cena's last ride.
I thought Cena was already done.
No, he said
I
he'd
did
do
too,
one
yeah,
more
until-
year. Like he came back after movies and then he turned heel with The Rock. It's actually, if you haven't seen it, it's pretty cinematic and pretty fucking badass because you think John Cena's congratulating Cody, and then like it's this whole, he's an actor now, so him and The Rock do this whole fucking mafia thing and beat the fucking shit out of Cody, and everybody's like, "No, you're beating up Cody Rhodes, honey. Why don't you play with your cock and balls?"
Dude, Pete, the last time I saw Cena, like he was beloved. So when like on Twitter, when I watch like this clip like everyone's like going crazy and booing him. I'm just like, dude, but he's
Dude,
like he's like
never
the
been a
guy,
bad guy,
though, right?
Like, I mean, other than early
yeah.
on, like there was a little stint where he was kind of bad for a little bit, but like,
yeah.
so now they've actually WWE in all this transparency of what wrestling is now has done a great job, because if John Cena wins, he will break Ric Flair's record for most world titles ever held. And he's with the company till September or till November, so he can theoretically drop the title, and then everything right off in the sunset. Everything, because usually you like your last match, you go out on your back. Usually that's how it works, right? But so people are like, oh shit, like Cena may actually beat Cody, which would have never been thought of before. Like going into this, nobody thought this was going to be the match, and now they've made it so fucking intriguing. Me being like, I'm not an expert, but like I know some shit. I'm like, I have no fucking idea. Like I have no idea which way they're gonna go, and that's when wrestling is the best.
Yeah.
Do you guys know? Have they already finished filming Peacemaker season 2?
I don't know.
Think so, because I thought I saw like a small clip for it, or maybe a poster for it.
Yeah, I think.
No, it's him in the classroom, right? Like.
I don't know.
There's like a trailer with
preview.
I'll have to find it and send it to you. There's him in the classroom, and he's being Peacemaker, fucking a bunch of shit up, and the kids are like inappropriate stuff. It's funny as shit.
Look, with him and The Rock also, when they like first started into films, I didn't really buy it, because like The Rock was like just it's like he took himself too serious. It wasn't. It wasn't
Well, he's a Scorpion King, goddammit.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. And
was
it the Scorpion King
was
too?
it Doom? Maybe
Rise of a Warrior.
But but it wasn't until he started doing like comedy stuff that he started like getting better.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Cena. I just didn't buy him as an actor, but he did great in Peacemaker. And then and what was that comedy with Zac Efron that came out, that Ricky Stenicki?
I can't remember what it was. I know what you're talking
he's
about.
fucking really good in that.
Dude, he's good in everything I've seen him in now. Now, like he'll make fun of himself enough that it's okay. But Peacemaker was like, I can't see that character being anyone else ever again. It's kind of like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool. It's like Peacemaker is John Cena now.
Hey, Hollywood
also, shout out Ronnie. I like Big Fruit as well.
That is a third tier inside joke.
I could eat a peach for hours.
I just want to say shout out, to John Cena for being self-aware. Hey, Hollywood, people like when you don't take yourself seriously.
Yeah, man. I mean, he got it from The Rock too.
Shit.
I mean, like Chadwick said, The Rock did. Was it Be Cool? Where he really started to kind of lean into,
where he played like a quasi-gay character.
Like, but he really leaned into that, that effeminate character, and it really was just so funny.
They even like made fun of the eyebrow. Like he does this eyebrow thing.
There it is. Kiwi's on point. Ricky Stenicki,
Ricky
Stenicki.
Yeah,
that's Andrew Santino, I think is his name. The redhead guy. He has a podcast with Bobby Lee. Bad Friends. Yeah. Your podcast. Sponsor our podcast.
And then the other guys too, like where they just like are so self-aware about like how stupid, like in general.
I just can't wait for Peacemaker. Peacemaker was one of those where, and also it had the fucking, what's the band? Wigwam. Do you want to taste it? What's the theme song? It's so fucking good. Like it's so dumb. It's just so 80s rock in today's world, but I'm just all over it, man.
People long for it,
and James Gunn is making that Superman movie, so I'm here for it.
Oh, dude,
come on, y'all!
Please, and dude, he did a great job with the the Suicide Squad movie. I enjoyed. Of course, I enjoy anything with Margot Robbie in it. So. Something about them Australian broads, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know about them, man.
I mean, all Australians in general. Like, look at
down under, man.
You got Hemsworth, you got Hugh Jackman, Mel Gibson.
Dude, I know.
Nicole Kidman. I do all of them. Wait, what?
Wait,
what?
What?
No.
What made him say that?
No. Deeply
I bet
closeted.
that tastes
That's
good.
good, man.
I bet that Hemsworth tastes good.
No.
Shadow
He's got a beautiful.
around. He's like,
He's got.
Serious? Could you give me a nice
Yes, dude. Yeah, he's
What
like.
the hell is in
Shadow,
this?
Shadow's like he's got a.
It's that damn tequila.
No, stop it. Shadow's like one more shot. You're gonna be like, he's got a beautiful body, man.
Yeah,
he's got a beautiful
He's got a
body,
beautiful
man.
body, man.
It'll-
He's got a.
it'll make you gay. Like
I mean, The Rock said it.
He did.
You mean gay in the old sense, like very happy?
Yes.
Absolutely. Just one little kiss. All right. Gibbs would be proud.
Yep, exactly, man. So let's get some stuff from the comments, man. What would you guys like us to cover on these live rewinds? I think that we like to kind of dip into some more current stuff because obviously we're a little handcuffed on the nostalgia pod. You can't really
We are, man.
dip
We
too much
honestly,
with you,
honestly,
but we
are.
sure do like to hear ourselves talk.
We really are the podcast for people that like speaking quotes, like legitimately. Like we.
Oh, here's a comment here. Politics. Okay, here we go.
No, wait, no one said that. Stop it! God damn it!
I'm
I'm
just
trying to
letting
look
it
at my
happen.
panties.
No, we're not doing politics.
No, we stick specifically to nostalgia bait, and
We
and
stick
the
strictly
past.
to fun because there's too much shit in this world anyway. This sucks, man.
There really is. Yeah, there really is.
Brandon Tyler, wrestling fans on here. Ronnie, man, give me your favorite match that you remember. It doesn't even have to be WrestleMania, and I'm sure it has to do with Razor Ramon. Ronnie's big. Razor Ramon.
Where's Ryan?
Oh yeah, no, he
Dude.
isn't. He'll just tell us shit off air.
Bro.
Dirty
Ryan,
Dan
like
says
Ryan would,
Kung Pao to cover. That would be a good one. The movie Kung Pao. It's been a while since I've seen it. That's
When-
probably coming up. I think like our rule we kind of set was 20 years, but that's got to be close to 20 years now.
when is I started to say like when was that movie? Oh, it's 2002.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So like,
Really?
it's ripe for the picking.
It's
That
on.
was-
It's on.
What do you
That's
guys
on the
think
line.
about? What do you think about Ready to Rumble?
I would be fine doing it because I could nerd out on some wrestling shit, but like apparently it's a really weird movie because casual wrestling fans fucking love that movie. Hardcore wrestling fans fucking hate that movie.
Why?
And it's weird. I don't know because I'm a hardcore wrestling fan and I'm like, it's all right. Like, it's funny.
It kind of reminded me of the old like what was that Hulk Hogan cartoon, like Rockin'
Yeah, yeah.
Wrestlers, or it was kind of like that. It was like they made teams of all the wrestlers, like the good.
Yep, they sure
the-
did. And
the babyface and the heels.
yeah, that's what it was. I mean,
But
it
was still funny.
I think the reason, oh shit, Matt has a great one here. This one actually should go on the list as well. 80s commercials that aged poorly.
like that product that makes you lose weight called AIDS.
Yeah, dude, Wallace has a whole list that he showed me at work, and I'm telling you right now, you better strap in or strap on because that one is it's a spicy a meatball. But yeah, dude, that would be a fun one to do on here because I can actually show all those once I get this audio shit figured out. Look at my panties. God damn it.
We do like legitimately anything within like the early 2000s and backwards is fair game for us. So like we probably should have specified that before Chris asked because
I got
like,
I got
know-
a text from an unnamed person, Leaf, that
Mhm.
sent me a puppet version of Booker T talking about Hulk Hogan.
That's interesting.
Oh,
Is he
are
coming
you
for
going-
Hulk Hogan?
You
Because
gonna,
He's
are you gonna
coming-
play? You gonna play that?
No, I'm not gonna play it.
you could play that. We
Hulk
could
Hogan. I mean, we could,
Maybe-
but I just anytime I play it,
maybe
that
we
volume's
need to do
too
that
loud.
for Patreon. Maybe that's a Patreon.
That'll
like,
be a
thing,
good
like-
80s commercials that aged poorly. It might as well have been a commercial in the 80s.
It was one of
He's
the
coming for
funniest
you,
moments
Hogan.
ever. He's coming for him, Hogan, and he's using the N word.
And he's using the N word. That's what he's doing. Classic
But-
Booker T.
But it wasn't a hard R. It was playful.
It was so funny, man. It was one of the when
is.
you see his face when he realizes what he had said live.
Dude,
It was
God
so
bless
good, dude.
a sensational Sherry, comforting him, being like, "It's okay. They're just gonna fire you."
Chris, you
Dude,
remember?
it's fine.
Chris, you remember that guy that we worked with that was a part-time cop or whatever, and
Yeah.
they had him on like a body cam or something. He was trying to talk this guy down. Like this guy they pulled him over and he had a little bit of weed or whatever, and this guy, the cop, he was trying to calm him down, and it's just the way he talks. He
Dude,
said
he stutters.
yeah, but he talks real fast.
Yeah.
But he said it too.
Oh, no.
Well, not the hard R, but and the guy didn't even realize it. He was
Because
he was
said it so fast.
Because
because he said it he said like he was
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
was it
that's
so
crazy.
funny though?
Dude,
It's so funny.
Big Jugs had one that's near and dear to me. Encino Man would be another fun one to
Okay.
cover.
She has been stumping for that one for a little while. I don't know how people feel
You know
about
what?
Pauly Shore.
That's really funny because shit stuck in my head this week is actually the cheese is old and moldy.
Mm.
I fucking love Pauly Shore back then. I guess Encino Man is where I peaked with him probably, but that whole story.
Son-in-law was great.
Oh yeah, Son-in-Law too. Yeah, I'll take it back. Son-in-Law was another good one. It's a great one. That's technically a Thanksgiving movie, guys. So we need to keep that one in the back pocket.
There you go.
Yeah,
There are no
good call.
Thanksgiving movies
Done.
or shows.
Put it in the pocket. Good idea.
Print it, ship it.
Yes. Print it, ship it. I'm buying that one, dude. It's one of the best lines ever.
Oh,
it's
God,
always
man.
usable. Holy please.
About it, man.
Or that's right in line with I'd buy that for $1.
I would buy that
Yes.
for $1, man.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, God.
That's good. That's good. He's got a
Let's
beautiful
see.
body.
Let's see. Peyton here says, "Do you want on the Back to the Future cartoon? Because I met the guy who plays Marty. I think James or Taylor. Yes,
James
all
Taylor?
those things.
Back
Yes.
to the Future cartoon.
Fire and
Back to
Rain.
the Future cartoon may be fun. Back to the Future, we do have to cover that eventually. But what we like to do is just to let you in on some secrets of the show. We try to hit what will be current, as in hey, it's the 20th anniversary, it's the 25th
Right.
anniversary, 30th anniversary. When you hit those, you kind of get you get some free play from people being like, I remember that movie, and you're like, cool, we covered
Right.
it. Watch this.
Right.
Or
So if
or
you
we come up
guys-
in the algorithm.
Which is a good point, Chris. So if you guys know, it's the 30th anniversary of Gremlins or whatever it is, hit us up and remind us, let us know, because we do about 10, each one of us does about 10 million different things plus our normal lives. So if there's something you guys understand that's coming up within the next 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 months, let us know so we can schedule it, and we'll go into it and make sure it releases when it's supposed to. Because we're always on the lookout for, all of our anniversary style
Anniversary
content.
I always forget mine.
Yeah,
Me too.
Your anniversary?
We're
Oh shit! Is it May? I'm in trouble. I'm like, oh no, I'm divorced, Tom.
oh no.
Peyton had another one. The reaction to Family Guy. That one was fun. Rat Race also Peyton suggested. That's a good one too. That kind of ties in with we're gonna be recording soon for Road Trip, and I feel like Rat Race and Road Trip had a lot of the same cast, or a couple at least.
Yeah,
Andy.
so I was doing
They were a year apart.
I was doing my research for Road Trip, which means just watching the movie, and that was almost a new watch for me because I've only seen it a couple times anyway, and that was way back then. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed the shit out of it. I think that movie to me, I don't know what reason. I'm pretty sure me and Leaf watched that in theaters when we worked at the theater, but I think that to me was true nostalgia. When I was watching it, I was carried back to the 90s and shit.
you told me off air that you didn't understand back then how funny the prostate part was, but now you understand a lot.
Good God
did I say that off air?
Good God Almighty! I told my wife the exact same thing about the prostate part.
Dude, that thing is so Sean Williams Scott forever is like he played that same character in American Pie in this
Yeah.
movie.
He did.
And
And
basically role models.
So we're gonna cover we're gonna cover Road Trip for those who don't know, and it's just this movie is fresh off the heels of American Pie, which is like one of the most legendary. Like we're gonna do it, like obviously,
Oh, for sure.
But we're gonna cover before that. We're gonna cover like some of the more unknown like movies, and so we've got this movie Road Trip, which has a lot of the same cast. It's sort of the raunchy comedy that had a resurgence in the very, very early 2000s.
It was the late 90s, early 2000s. That's actually kind of what made me, because remember, me and Ronnie's one of our favorite movies, Out Cold, is in that early part of the 2000s too. And it's like there's boobies, there's raunchy comedy, and it's just fun.
It is.
Road Trip was actually so raunchy that UGA put a 20-year ban on filming on campus.
Did. Yeah. Apparently I think they had to make up fake universities and stuff too. But dude, it was Tom Green. Also, like, I'm a fucking mark for Tom Green. All of Tom Green shit makes me laugh no matter what. And
and I'm
gonna have to.
I know you're not. You're not on that plane, and that's okay. I mean, that's what makes this fun. Is like we have differing opinions on it, but heavy petting.
He has some funny lines in there, but like the playing the guitar part was just.
the part when he's playing the guitar that made me laugh the most on that is that Sean William Scott is singing along to the absurdity of what he's doing.
He mouths like he knows the lyrics. You know that's like the seventh shot of it. Like I agree with Chris. Tom Green, for those of you who grew up with him or that remember him, he is either love or hate, because his style of comedy is basically harassment comedy. He was the progenitor to a lot of some of these YouTubers that harass people and do some really terrible things. Like Tom Green's stuff was more good natured. He is Canadian, by the way, for those who don't know. But he's sort of like this harassment like abstractionist, ridiculous comedian, and you either like what he does or you hate it. And my wife's actually not a gigantic fan necessarily of it, and I know Shadwick doesn't really care for it. I know a lot of people that don't like it. Chris and I, we love it, man. We absolutely love it.
No, I there are some parts I really like the absent-mindedness, where he's playing like a complete confused idiot.
Yes,
which Zach Galifianakis did that.
That does,
perfect.
I feel like he kind of picked up from Tom Green.
Oh no, he did, and
so many people did.
Side note, real quick, Brandon and I actually had this on our radar. Scary Movie will be 25 this year.
Yeah. What's funny is I was actually thinking about Scream. Like, that's got to be.
That may be a fun one to back Scream.
So wait a minute. So all of our 2000s movies are 25 years old this year, right? Which I just realized. I know. Don't make fun of me. Math is not my strong suit.
Fucked up.
That's
yeah, man. That one. But Scary Movie, the Wayans brothers at their peak before they just pissed it all away on white girls. God damn it. That movie sucks, everybody. I'm sorry.
That movie is not good.
Let's just talk about
not
it.
good.
This is not a funny movie. It's okay. Everybody has shitty movies. Fucking Dana Carvey had Master of Disguise. It happens.
Oh,
what's Master of Disguise?
Exactly. You know what? You know what the answer is to that, Shadwick? Everyone says, "Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?"
Yeah,
that's the entire movie. That is the line for the movie that everyone's just like, "Did you remember?" It's like, "Shut up, you idiots!"
Like, what is it? David Spade had Dickie Roberts. So, I mean, it all happens, man.
Yeah,
all right,
but he also had Joe Dirt. So
yeah, Peyton had the Hulk Hogan, the Rock and Wrestling stuff, and this would be a fun one because I watched a documentary on this, because actually soft spot in my heart for the Three Stooges. That was Captain, my late uncle's favorite fucking show, and we would watch it over there. I'd get him like DVDs and VHSs and shit. Stooges have a very interesting story. Mainly because they ended up penniless with nothing, and the studios had all the fucking money in the end, and these dudes just busted ass like.
It was a
forever.
warning tale for a future movie and record executives that people didn't learn.
Yep, and to be honest, I don't think there was a union in Hollywood yet. It was crazy, like hearing what Mo was doing. Like I forgot what his real name was, but he was, dude, I want to say he was doing like 30 pictures a year, like something fucking absurd.
But he never gave that ass to a producer. So
yes,
I mean there wasn't any. There was
so he died penniless.
There was no Diddy or Harvey Weinstein back then. I mean,
bullshit.
They were there.
We don't know what their names were, but they were there.
Yeah. Dude, Kiwi, don't remind us that time's moving fast. We don't need to know that.
Kiwi. I realized last week that when I have my birthday this year, I'll be the same age that my dad was when my son was born.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Womp.
I'm gonna go ahead and find another bottle. Thank you, Chadwick. Where did you get that tequila? Like, where'd you get that?
I think it was in the butt behind him. You just got to put a butt behind you.
Can I just reach over and where are you at on stream, dude?
How great would that have been if I pulled something out right there?
YouTube is like banned
instantly. We're getting shadow banned for this one 100% because the Shadow's avatar.
Yeah, man.
No, we're getting views.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, so we've got there he is. Where's Hambone at, Peyton? Need to give a shout out to Hambone and Peyton. But man, what else do you guys want to talk about? Because I want to be honest, I should be fucking exhausted right now, but I'm still awake. So,
you guys actually made my day a lot better, honestly.
Yeah, this has been great. Like that's what
I mean.
I mean.
Chat, not Chris and I, right? You mean chat?
Yeah.
Like chat, the interaction you're giving Chadwick right now is fueling him. Solely.
His hate.
Yes.
His silent rage.
Yeah. This is Chadwick's origin story. He's so excited. He's like, I got so much positivity today. Now time to crush everyone.
So I want to know. Okay, so WrestleMania is when and what are the matches? Like, what are we excited?
Saturday, the WrestleMania is now 2 days for those that don't know because it just got. They really try to get everybody on the card because it's a big fucking deal. If you're in WWE,
it's like a millennial girl's birthday. It's like
it is.
It's all weekend.
It's all weekend. Oh shit! It's like any girl's birthday. It's a fucking week long. Like you're like, so I've got brunch on Sunday, and then my friends, and then my grandparents, and my mother's on Thursday.
I tell my friends, I'm like, it's birthday week for my wife, guys. I can't. They're like,
you're like, hey, the dishes are sticking up out of the top of the sink. So it's my birthday week.
It's my birthday year. Should have to do dishes on my birthday year. Let's do some brunch.
Why is our female following so low?
I don't know, dude. Why do they not like us?
Trust me, they're gonna go up after that fucking Bull Durham episode.
This is it, dude.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
They're gonna go up. They're gonna go up after this live cast right now.
100%. Somebody added the sound slaps on it. Where's our soundboard? Like,
oh, dude, I need the sad Bill Cosby. I need to get back on here, man.
We do. So,
dude,
so there's a lot of
Wallace is after Chadwick's heart tonight. I think Wallace rank Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues. Now that would be a fun one to do live. Like we could rank them off air.
As long as I don't have to stand up.
Didn't we already have an 80s episode of like crushes that sort of delved in a little bit to that?
We had
what
crushes,
was that episode?
But we only touched it was 90s crushes.
90s crushes. Thank you.
Yeah, but this one we only touched Kathy Ireland on the swimsuit.
All right, well, so let's do a quick list. You got Kathy Ireland, Chrissy Brinkley, you've got Vendela.
Oh.
Who else you got? Come on, Wallace.
Yeah, Wallace, who you got, man? He's like, I don't know.
Should we do the Sports Illustrated?
No.
Paulina Porinskova.
Dude, how do you remember all of these?
How do you remember
Cindy
all of
Crawford's
these?
got to be on there, right?
Because I drew them.
You drew the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. I had some of those in those episodes. Your drawings. That
They were
I
sexy.
Peyton has a good idea here. We should do an interview with Peyton Lee. Peyton, hey, let me share something about Peyton real quick. So here this young man is getting a kidney transplant, right? And I'm like, all right, man, like, you know, you got this, blah blah blah. He goes and gets a kidney transplant, and you know, talk to his brother, and everything's good. Talk to his dad. I'm like, hey man, how you feeling? And he's like, hey man, can you plug my book on your show? And I was like, yeah, no problem, man. But how you feeling? And he's like, cool. I got a cartoon coming out this week. And I'm like, this kid don't stop. Like, he's a businessman through and through. Like, so much respect. He's like, I ain't got time to bleed.
This man's a hustler, dude.
Yeah, he's a hustler, dude. Respect, a hustler 100%. I'm like, hell yeah, Peyton.
His superhero name is Relentless.
Yeah,
100%,
dude. So again, go find Imaginary Ivan, man. Go buy a shirt, go buy the book, dude. Peyton hustling. He's like, I ain't got time to bleed. Let's just keep going. Shout out our Predator episode. Yeah, let's do that, man. But yeah, we will eventually for sure do an interview with Peyton. We just got to get the logistics and everything right.
Leaf, I wonder if Peyton knows homegirl that used to see. Lacey.
No, because he did his dialysis at home. So no.
Oh, peritoneal dialysis? Because like, let me tell you, homegirl. You don't want to.
All right, let's.
I didn't say her name, dude.
Yeah, she's very professional.
That is professional. You're fired.
Man, she's gonna see this.
You walked in here, you're fired. That's another one we need to do whenever it hits the is Waiting. I don't know if you guys remember that movie with.
I have a reference. I had a
Yeah.
reference to that movie, so we're gonna do Road Trip. I had a reference to that because there's a scene that is Waiting-esque, and I know y'all probably remember which one it is. In the movie,
100%.
Yeah,
Horatio Sands
with Horatio Sands, dude. Yeah,
is that not the guy that I call not John Belushi?
Yep, that's what he is.
Yeah,
dude, that's what's
who he
crazy is like going back and watching these old movies now, especially now that we've started to hit like late 90s and 2000s, realizing how many people that are famous that had bit parts in all these old movies.
Yeah. Dude,
like, oh shit,
Horatio Sands, one of the biggest alumni on SNL currently, in my opinion, is known as the French toast guy. That is how he is credited in this movie. Like
2000?
in 2000, in 2000, he is credited Horatio Sands as the French toast guy.
I had that damn Christmas song stuck in my head last night from SNL.
Oh, really? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Horatio Sands, dude, he's a freaking goat, man. That's awesome.
But yeah, we were doing that. We were watching Road Trip last night, and we were like, "Oh, that's Joe Dirt's dad."
Yep, 100%. That's what I said too.
Yeah,
I was like, I know him. And then I was like, oh shit, that's Joe Dirt's dad. Like,
I was like, oh, that dude was in Dazed and Confused.
Yep. Like you just start like picking all these people out, and you're like, damn, it's crazy. Dazed and Confused is another one I would.
Yep.
Well, I would love to do once we kind of get to that one.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
That one, amazing soundtrack too. We still need to do. We did songs for movie soundtracks. We need to do actual movie soundtracks, like the entirety of a soundtrack. I still maintain you couldn't do a whole episode off of this.
Is he smart or is he?
That's also a great soundtrack. You can't do an entire episode on this, but I had this premise for an episode that was best soundtrack to worst movie ratio. But then you just give it to the Godzilla because the Godzilla soundtrack was so good, but the movie was ass. So it's like, that one wins.
Such a good soundtrack, dude. We could be heroes.
Oh gosh,
dude, this is such a
you know what?
banger,
When the Wallflowers were playing Riverbend, they didn't play that. I know it's not their song and it's a cover, but
It's
I
a
left
slap in the
disappointed.
face.
I was drunk and mad, so I played it on my iPhone while I was pissing in the porta potty.
Has a soundtrack or an underscore ever ruined a movie?
I'm sure it has.
No, I'm sure it had to have, but I can't think of one.
Like that, it would just be notorious for that.
Yeah,
It's just so bad you can't even. I feel like the movie's already bad if the soundtrack is like standing out that much, because usually Yeah, the movie, if it's at the forefront, it's like, well, the soundtrack was bad, but the movie still carries it. If the movie is already bad, it's almost like the soundtrack just sort of like goes along with that kind of narrative. Like,
we'll start to wind down a little. I think we're losing some steam, but I mean, just for comedy's sake, I just
I'm sexy. I'm a sexy boy. Ding dong.
ding dong. I'm sorry,
guys.
Tom.
Oh,
By the way, Tom Green invented the podcast.
He did.
Get hold on. Get mad. Get mad at everyone who hates Tom Green. Get angry. Get cross, cope, and seethe. Tom Green invented podcasting, and you can talk to Joe Rogan. He's been on his podcast.
He said it to Tom Green on the podcast.
Said it,
Unleash the fury.
Yep.
The king of podcasting right now, obviously undisputed, Joe Rogan gives Tom Green credit because
if Green's children
Sponsor our podcast.
If you go and you watch,
somebody, for the love of Christ,
please
sponsor our podcast.
If you go in there,
Hey, this weekend he is risen.
So Hambone asked before we get off here. Hambone asked what we're drinking beer wise. Hambone, I got some Coors Light. Shattuck was drinking some Terramana tequila. Shout out Dwayne Johnson. Leaf, what do you got over there, man? Oh,
dude,
no, you got some Budweiser as well.
Yeah, I had some red wine from
Nice.
Spain. Yeah, imported.
Yeah.
It was delicious, and it's gone. That's how good it was.
So whoops, I feel sorry for future me. So shout out everybody that's been in the chat: Brandon, Matt, Peyton, Hambone, Kiwi, Tyler, Brandon, good old
Ronnie.
Big Jugs, Ronnie.
Big Jugs. Mm-hmm.
So thanks for joining us, guys. Like I said, we're gonna try to start doing this a lot more often. Just depending. This one is dependent on schedules. We can work around a recording and come out with something new every week, but it's a little harder for this one. But we're really gonna try start focusing on this. So, hey man, when you're done with this, go over to that Bull Durham episode. It's up. Go enjoy it. And,
Check it out, y'all.
Do you
Dude,
want me
check
to
it
call you a
out.
cocksucker?
Pretty please. And actually, I do have a clip we can lead us out with, ladies and gentlemen, our Norm Macdonald clip of the week.
This week in South Africa, Winnie Mandela was removed from the new government by her husband, President Nelson Mandela. A curious Bill Clinton later called Mr. Mandela to find out how exactly you go about doing something like that.